DJI have released to the market a new drone, the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. Is it possible that this little drone is killing the old brother, the Phantom 4 Pro? If you want to know everything, stay tuned after the intro. Hi everyone, welcome to MedPack, where we unpack your next phone. And hey, if it's your first time here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. On this channel we only talk about technology, so if you like this type of content, I hope to see you in the next one. So basically this is the second video that I'm doing about the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. The other one was basically a comparison between the DJI Mavic 2 Pro and the DJI Mavic 2 Zoom. So if you want to see that video, I'll leave in the description and the cards above me. But let's talk about the difference that you will find on the DJI Mavic 2 Pro and the Phantom 4 Pro, and which one is the best investment. So if you want to know everything, you know what you have to do. You have to stay tuned until the end of the video. So the first thing that I want to bring to the table is a sensor, and in both drones you're going to find a sensor of 1 inch. The difference is in the Mavic 2 Pro, the sensor is an Hasselblad sensor. Something that you have better in the DJI Mavic 2 Pro is the possibility to record in 10 bits compared to the Phantom 4 Pro, and that is a big advantage. First of all, you can record in HDR, so you'll have a better dynamic range. If you want to know a little bit more about this, check the video that I've done about the DJI Mavic 2 Pro compared to the DJI Mavic 2 Zoom. But besides that, what is the big difference? If you are recording with a drone of 8 bits, you can capture 256 colors, and if you are recording with the 10 bits, you have 1024 colors. So it's a massive difference that you will find on the DJI Mavic 2 Pro compared to the Phantom 4 Pro. Besides that, when we talk about the field of view, you will have a wider view if you use the Phantom 4 Pro of 88 degrees, but when we talk about the Mavic 2 Pro, you will find a field of view of 77, so it's a little bit more narrow than the Phantom 4 Pro. When we talk about aperture, it's exactly the same in both drones, so they start in an f2.8 and goes until an f11, and the focal length starts in 1 meter and goes until the infinity. When we talk about easy range, it's exactly the same in both drones. They start in 100 and it goes until 6400, but if you are using a DJI Phantom 4 Pro, if you want to reach the 6400, you have to change to manually, because in automatic it only goes until 3200. When we talk about the easy range in photos, it's exactly the same in both ones. In automatic until 3200, and when we pass to manual, it can go once again until 6400. So the first big difference that I could find between these two drones is in the electronic shutter speed. So if you want more control in this area, definitely you have to choose the DJI Phantom 4 Pro, because this one gives you two options. You have the mechanical one that goes until 2000 of a second, and you have the electronic one that goes until 8000 of a second. When you move to the DJI Mavic 2 Pro, we only have the electronic one, and we all know that the mechanical shutter speed is much better. It gives you more results because you can control better the amount of light that reach your sensor. But we also know, if you have a mechanical shutter speed, that in the future you will have some problems because you have a limitation of the times that you can use it. So have pros and cons, but I would like to have seen a mechanical shutter speed on the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. When we talk about image size, if you want to choose different sizes of image, you definitely have to choose the DJI Phantom 4 Pro, because this one gives you different aspect ratios. So the ones that you have available is 3:2, 4:3 and 16:9. If you go to the DJI Mavic 2 Pro, you only have 3:2, so that is a disadvantage that you will find on DJI Mavic 2 Pro. But if you are concerned about the still photography modes, you will find exactly the same if you use the DJI Phantom 4 Pro or if you use the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. So when we talk about video recording mode, I have to tell you guys that both of them can do files of H264 and 265, but you have more modes using the DJI Phantom 4 Pro. The only one that I would like to see on the DJI Mavic 2 Pro is the C4K, because you have a bigger resolution than 4K. If you want to film in 4K with the DJI Mavic 2 Pro, you have two options. You have the 4K HQ, that is basically a 4K but with 30% crop, and you have the 4K full FOV. So when we talk about frames per second, I have to tell you guys that is exactly the same result. So if you are filming in 4K, you can go until 30 frames per second. If you are filming in full HD, you can go until 120 frames per second. When we talk about video bitrate, it's exactly the same results. Both of them can go until 100 megabytes per second. When we talk about the support file system, is exactly the same once again between these two drones. They will support 32 FAT and exFAT, and when we talk about photos, they will support JPEG and RAW. So no difference here, exactly the same. So when we start talking about the operating temperature range, I have to tell you guys that the small drone, the DJI Mavic 2 Pro, is beating the big brother. So in this case, if you choose to buy the DJI Mavic 2 Pro, you can use it between -10 and 40 degrees. If you are using the big brother, you only can use between 0 to 40. So you have less probabilities to use if you go to somewhere a little bit colder. That is a big advantage for the small drone for the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. So when we talk about memory, I have to tell you guys that once again the DJI Mavic 2 Pro, boom, it beats the big brother. So basically with this one you have 8 GB of memory, internal memory, and obviously you can use your SD cards. That is a plus because imagine that your memory is completely full, you forget to take your footage of the other flight that you have done. You have there 8 GB to use it. So that is an advantage that you have. With the big brother, even if the body is so much bigger, you don't have any internal memory to use. So once again, the small one is beating. I like that. Let's talk about the gimbal, and once again, ooh, the DJI Mavic 2 Pro is beating the Phantom 4 Pro. So when we talk about angular speed, if you choose the big brother, if you choose the Phantom 4 Pro, you can do 90 degrees per second. If you choose the small one, if you choose the DJI Mavic 2 Pro, 120 degrees per second. Yeah, another one for the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. When we talk about the descent and descent speed, I have to tell you guys that obviously the DJI Phantom 4 Pro is winning 1 meter per second more than the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. Obviously it's bigger, the hélices, they are bigger, so it's normal. I'm sad, but it's normal. So when we talk about maximum speed, is different. So in this case you have the same results, 72 kilometers per hour in both DJI Phantom 4 Pro, DJI Mavic 2 Pro. When we talk about the maximum ceiling over the sea, exactly the same results, 6,000 meters, and if you compare to the old version of the DJI Mavic Pro, that one could do until 5,000 meters. So 6,000 meters for both. It's a draw. Next one, let's go. When we talk about the maximum flight time, I have to tell you guys that once again the DJI Mavic 2 Pro, it beats the big brother, the Phantom 4 Pro. I love when you go to the DJI website and they change a bit the thing. So, for example, the DJI Phantom 4 Pro is around 30 minutes. The DJI Mavic 2 Pro is 31 minutes. The DJI Phantom 4 Pro, 28 minutes. Once again, DJI Mavic 2 Pro is winning. Yeah, it's true. Let's go to the next one. When we talk about maximum wind speed resistant, that was the most funny one. So if you see on the website, they put 10 meters per second to the DJI Phantom 4 Pro. That is basically 36 kilometers per hour. And if you go to the Mavic, 38 kilometers per hour. Once again, I love this. Let's go to the next one. About sensors, I have to say that the Phantom 4 Pro obviously wins the DJI Mavic 2 Pro because you have 2 infrared sensors on the sides that you don't have with the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. So in that case, the DJI Phantom 4 Pro is winning in that part. Before I finish this video, I want to bring to the table other improvements that you'll find on the DJI Mavic 2 Pro that you will not find on the Phantom 4 Pro. One of them, the Active Track 2.0, is much better than you'll find on the Phantom 4 Pro. Also, you have the ASAP, so if you are trying to avoid the obstacles, it curves in a more natural way. You don't have to curve so further away from that obstacle. Giving you an example, if you are passing below a tree, it will follow you below the tree. If you try to do that with a bigger drone like the Phantom 4 Pro, you will not be able to do it. If you are trying to fly with your drone in a small area, also with the Phantom 4 Pro is not so easy. So I have to say that these drones have a lot of advantage. The other is much easier to put on your backpack. If you have a Phantom 4 Pro, even if you try, you can't do it. This is few things that you will find with the DJI Mavic 2 Pro that obviously you will not find with the DJI Phantom 4 Pro. It's true, another thing that you will find on the DJI Mavic 2 Pro is lights on the bottom. So when you start to fly or when you try to land, when you are close to the floor, it will turn on those lights so you can see everything that you are doing, and it's better for the sensors, for the infrared sensors. So just to let you know that you also have that there, that you don't have on the Phantom 4 Pro. So when we talk about prices, I have to tell you guys that the Phantom 4 Pro, it don't stays really well in this picture. So basically we are talking here in UK is around 1,500 589 pounds, and if you talk about the Mavic 2 Pro is 1,299. Obviously I'm not talking about the bundle, the Fly More, so I'm just talking about the drone. Also I'm not talking about the DJI Phantom 4 Pro with the screen on the control, okay, so I'm just talking about the normal one. So we are talking about a difference of 290 pounds. Do you think that everything that you lose if you choose the DJI Phantom 4 Pro and the few features that you have there, it deserves 290 pounds of difference? Let me know in the comments below. Question of the day: what do you think about the DJI Mavic 2 Pro? Do you think that is better than the DJI Phantom 4 Pro? Or do you prefer the DJI Phantom 4 Pro? If you don't have seen, like I said in the beginning of this video, check the video that I've done about the DJI Mavic 2 Pro compared to the DJI Mavic 2 Zoom, and you'll find the difference between these two drones. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you don't have subscribed until now. Share this video with your family and friends, comment below, smash the thumbs up, and like I said in all my videos, you already know the answer. I see you in the next one. A few things that I want to bring to the table that you find improved on the DJI Mavic 2 Pro compared to the DJI